Hello, Srishti.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Vita. Unfortunately, I got a little late because I went for a morning walk and somehow I didn't really
I
keep track
thought
of
there
time.
isn't class, sir.
Very good sentence, but grammatically correct it would be if you said, I thought there wasn't a class.
Yes, sir, there wasn't a class.
क्यों पूछो क्यों हिंदी में ही सही लगता है ये सबसे बड़ा चीज है हिंदी और इंग्लिश में मिस मैच है बेटा वेट लेट मी फर्स्ट स्टार्ट द रिकॉर्डिंग सो दैट रिकॉर्डिंग इज ऑन देखो हिंदी और इंग्लिश में मिसमैच है जो दिमाग कहेगा सही है वो कुछ जगहों पे गलत हो वहां पे बहुत ध्यान देने की जरूरत है a lot of attention you need to pay in those particular parts if you don't pay that attention you would never get it right for example जितनी आसानी से मान गई है ना आफरीन कि यस सर नहीं सीख सकती है यहाँ पे ये वाली चीज नहीं सीख पाएगी इसको तो झगड़ा करना था भाई बोलना था क्यों ऐसे कैसे तो हम रिस्पेक्ट करते इस बात का कि उसका दिमाग चल रहा है कैसे मान सकती है वो क्योंकि इट इज नॉट समथिंग दैट साउंड्स राइट आप ही बताओ ना आप हिंदी में क्या बोलते हो हमको लगा आज क्लास नहीं है यही बोलेंगे ना तो वास क्यों बोलेंगे भाई अजीब लगता है हिंदी बोलने वाले को इट साउंड स्ट्रेंज मुझे लगा आज क्लास नहीं है आई थॉट देयर इज नो क्लास टुडे तो यही होना चाहिए कि सही लगना चाहिए लेकिन अब मैं तुम्हें बताता हूं कि ये गलत है ग्रामर से इंग्लिश में योर सेंटेंस इज आई थॉट तो जो आप थॉट कर रहे हो आप जो बोल रहे हो उस समय जो आपने सोचा उसके बारे में बता रहे हो तो आपने उस समय सोचा देयर इजंट अ क्लास टुडे आपने उस समय सोचा देयर इजंट अ क्लास टुडे अभी आप उसको बता रहे हो इसको कहते हैं रिपोर्टेड स्पीच वाला नरेशन वाला आइडिया आप बोलोगे आई थॉट देयर वाजंट ए क्लास टुडे क्या बोलना पड़ेगा आई थॉट देयर वाजंट ए क्लास टुडे तो ऐसी छोटी छोटी जगहों पे व्हेन यू पे सो मच अटेंशन देन यू लर्न इट एंड यू डोंट फॉरगेट इट बट अगर आप जल्दी सीख जाओगे तुरंत बिना सोचे समझे मान लोगे तो यू माइट नॉट बी श्योर लेटर what is right and why it isn't. It's like trusting somebody without knowing them. That trust can go away easily. But when you trust somebody after knowing them, then that trust doesn't go away very easily. So, knowledge that comes after yes, no, that stays with you. But when you easily accept something, sometimes, something that doesn't sound very convincing, then you might feel confused again. So, there are so many sentences like that. हमको लगा आप बीमार हैं ऐसा भी कोई बोल सकता था एक ने कहा आई थॉट देयर वाजंट अ क्लास टुडे किसी ने कहा हमको लगा आप बीमार हैं आज या हमको लगा आप जागे नहीं आप ओके इस तरह से तो दे विल ऑल से दीज थिंग्स इन द पास्ट टेंस आई थॉट यू वर सिक आई थॉट यू डिडंट वेक अप So this is how English grammar works. Now I think if you say yes, Afrin, now you say yes, I understand. Then I will think yes, you understood.
Yes, sir, I understand now.
Okay. So you shall be careful in the future about this. Okay, that this I thought normally follows with the past tense. Okay. And we are studying the present continuous tense. We are in unit 10 and there was this interesting audio file that I sent you guys yesterday. 10.11. There were 12 questions. You had to answer them at home. Are you ready with your answers? Whose was the longest marriage? What is the answer? Here, the answer is easy. The answer is grammatically correct or not. That's the bigger question. Everybody knows the people who got married were Katari and Karamchand, right? But when the question is whose was the longest marriage, how do you answer this question? What do you say? Whose was the longest marriage? Come on, everybody. Nikhil, Afreen, Srishti was absent. I don't know, Srishti, if you have been watching the recording or not. So I don't know if you will be able to answer. But Afreen and Nikhil, you guys can answer. Whose was the longest marriage?
The longest marriage was Karamchand and Katari.
Karamchand and Katari. That's the problem. That's the problem. Nikhil. एप्लीकेशन बेटा एप्लीकेशन जो कोई सिखाया जाता है ना ग्रामर तो उसका एप्लीकेशन ज्यादा चैलेंजिंग होता है वो रूल चैलेंजिंग नहीं होता रूल तो आसानी से समझ में आता है निखिल whose was the longest marriage okay I will be honest with you guys somehow I'm not feeling very positive about this class for two reasons one the students are very irregular and two when they are present, they are not really active. They don't answer the questions. They do not know what we are doing. It's just like, being in the class. Nikhil is one of them. Nikhil, you are one of the most inactive students here in the class. You don't study. You don't revise. Of course, you just sit here in the class because you're an idiot. You like doing that, wasting your time. Beta, Afreen, किस सवाल के लिए होता बेटा पोजेशन के लिए ना whose किसका अगर मैं पूछूं whose is this mouse तो what will you say
it's your...
it is Afreen whose is this mouse
it is yours sir
yours बोला yours तो नहीं बोला तुमने yours बोला सही है ऐसे ही अगर मैं अपनी मोबाइल दिखाऊं तुम्हें पूछो whose is this मोबाइल तो तुम बोलोगे it is yours ठीक है समीर की कोई चीज दिखाऊं तुम्हें कॉपी पेन पूछो किसकी है तो क्या बोलोगे समीर की है समीर की है समीर है कि समीर की है समीर की है हिंदी में ही बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में भी तो पोजेशन ही बोलना है इट इज समीर तो अभी जब मैंने पूछा हु इज द लॉन्गेस्ट मैरिज तो ये एप्लीकेशन मिसिंग क्यों है आफरीन के आंसर में और वो क्या जवाब दे रही है इट इज करमचंद एंड कटारी आप क्या जवाब दे रहे हैं इट इज करमचंद एंड कटारी करमचंद एंड कटारीज
करमचंद एंड कटारीज
ये अभी नहीं हम आपको समझाना चाहते हम अभी नहीं समझाएंगे हम आपको पहले ही समझा चुके हैं और आप इसका जवाब दे भी रहे हैं फिर ये यहां पर मिस क्यों है ये समझना है मुझे किसकी है तो किसकी कोई भी चीज है तो किसी की है ना तो पोजीशन बताने के लिए बिना अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस के पोजीशन बता सकते हो आप अगर मैं पूछूं ये तस्वीर किसकी ये पेन किसका तो आप बोलोगे इट इज समीर बोलेंगे पेन समीर है इट इज समीर या इट इज समीर्स आपने जब प्रैक्टिस किया था टू जस्ट वन डे अगो हियर देखो तो क्या इट इज टीनाज राइट इट इज एंटन्स ऐसी प्रैक्टिस किया था ना किसकी है whose is the green bag oh it is Charlotte's तो आज जब पूछा whose was the longest marriage then why did you say the name not the possession यही है आपके स्लो सीखने का राज ठीक है बच्चों जो लोग कम समय में फ्लुएंट होते हैं वो इस तरह से नहीं करते कि एक चीज को सीखने के बाद उसका एप्लीकेशन नहीं कर पाते एप्लीकेशन इज ऑल अबाउट योर ओन इंटेलिजेंस नॉलेज टीचर विल शेयर विद यू आपको अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस का पोजेशन का यूज सिखाया गया whose का मतलब बताया गया आपने प्रैक्टिस कर ली whose is this whose is the black hat oh it is Anton's oh whose is the bow tie oh it is Rick's ठीक है बोल लिया आपने कर लिया सामान के बारे में कर लिया it is yours जब आई बात whose is the longest marriage then you forgot to use apostrophe s because वो जो जानकारी थी that did not stay with you आफरीन समझ आया स्लो सीखने का वजह क्या होता है इस जगह पे सृष्टि इज वन पर्सन हु डजंट डिसअपॉइंट मी अ लॉट, कि जब बात आती है सीख के एप्लीकेशन की, शी अप्लाइज व्हाट शी लर्न्स. ये अलग बात है that she has not been the most regular, unfortunately, for some reasons. But when it comes to application, I haven't felt a lot very disappointed with her. आप देख सकते हो आफरीन और बता सकते हो कि कहाँ से कहाँ क्या गलती हुई है और आगे इन सब चीजों पे कैसे आप काम करने वाले हो, कि जो चीज आप सीखे हो वही कैसे अप्लाई नहीं हो पा रहा. रिस्पॉन्ड आफरीन,
Yes, sir.
रिस्पॉन्ड करो, अपनी सोच बताओ, मेरे बात पे फीडबैक दो.
Yes, sir. I got it. And
तुम मुझे
next,
बताओ कि ये कैसे हुआ है, ये एस वहां पर कैसे छूटा. क्या तुम्हारे दिमाग में वो आइडिया था कि हुज पोजीशन बताता है, किसका है, एक्स वाई जेड का है बताना है.
yes, sir. That
हाउ लॉन्ग डिड इट लास्ट. हाउ लॉन्ग डिड इट लास्ट. Again, I would like to just tell you all, okay, that if I give you something to do at home and come back to the class next day and you guys are not ready with your answers, then I feel I have lost all my desire to be in the class, to teach that class. I am that kind of person who works to help.
it lasted 90.
90 years old. 90 years.
निखिल, जैसे मैंने बताया कि बेटा आप लोग ना उतने सिंसियरली काम नहीं कर रहे, इसलिए गलतियां हो रही है. ओल्ड वर्ड क्यों लगेगा?
No, sir.
हाउ लॉन्ग डिड इट लास्ट, इसमें 90 इयर्स
90 years.
ओल्ड क्यों बोल.
No, sir. फ्लो में बह गए.
सीधी सी बात है, लाइक आई सेड, कि अगर आप काम करोगे रिजल्ट्स आएंगे. हाउ लॉन्ग डिड इट लास्ट? इट लास्टेड 90
It
years.
lasted 19 years. 90 years.
How old were the couple when they married?
Qatari was 20 years old and Karamchand was 20 years old.
Karamchand was 20 years old and Patari was 13
Qatari
years old.
was 13 years old.
And Nikhil, sometimes you say 30, sometimes you say 13. You're not very sure about the pronunciation of these numbers. Work on these things. You should know what is 13 and what is 30 confidently. If you keep
Yes,
mixing
sir.
those up, then you can be misunderstood. 13 and 30, 19 and 90, because you kept mixing them. Your audio has been on record, and you will go back and hear yourself. You said 19, then you said 90. You said 30, then you said 13. So you said both the numbers. It means you are not very sure how you should say these numbers. Study, try and understand. Like I said, if you have confusion, you need to work on that confusion. What is 13 and what is 30? And how do you remember this in the long term? Okay. After 11, 12, all are teen. This formula, all are teen. So 13, 14, they're all teen. And all zeros, 20, 30, 40, they are not teen, they're T. 30, 40, 20.
30, 40.
So that is how you remember. And if you can't remember these things, Nikhil, then it shows that either your observation is very poor or you're not spending enough time. How many people are born and die every year on average?
257 people are born.
Every year, every year, every year, every year. Not every minute, every year.
132
Okay.
million people are born and 55 million died in every year.
Exactly. And I asked you to write down those statistics, those numbers, next to the statements. What are flying above the earth at this moment?
Thousand.
Go ahead.
Planes are flying above the
Planes
earth.
are flying.
Planes and satellites. Planes and satellites.
Satellites.
Planes and
How many?
satellites.
How many?
10,000 planes and
Thousand planes and
1,071 satellites.
1071 satellites.
Right. How many times a day does the average person check their phone?
110 times a day.
Yes. Or 110 is also correct, Afrin. 110 is also correct.
Okay, sir.
How many texts do people send every year?
9 trillion text.
Which song was the most popular ever on iTunes?
I got a feeling.
How much does the average person earn in 1 minute?
Point,
0.013 now.
0.013 dollars. Yes, sir.
$0.013. Yeah. Who is the richest man in the world?
Bill Gates.
The audio says that it is Bill Gates, but in reality, it is not Bill Gates today.
It is Tesla, sir.
Elon Musk.
Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk. Let's find out. Who is the richest man on earth? Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
With $240.7 billion. What is Tata's worth? What is Tata's worth?
According to the Financial Express, Tata family, with their interests diversified across multiple sectors, the Tatas have cemented their place as a respected and influential family. Ratan Tata's net worth is estimated to be 3,800 crore rupees by the IIFL World Guru India Rich List 2022, with Tata Sons accounting for the majority of its wealth.
100 crore is 1 billion, right? So 3,800 crore means 38 billion rupees. 38 billion rupees. So that's very little actually. It's not a lot. Ratan Tata is not one of the richest. He is one of the richest people, but he's not the richest. Okay. And what's Ambani's worth?
According to Wikipedia,
91 billion dollars. $91 billion. Tata's is very little. 5 billion or something. The rest shares are with. Okay, yeah, because he's old now, no? Yeah. Ratan Tata is a great man. I read a lot about him. I hear a lot about him. A good man. Not a typical businessman who only wants to make money at any cost. His businesses are good businesses, you know, honest businessman. He is. Okay. Fine. So today, actually, the richest man in the world is Elon Musk. But according to the audio, the richest man on earth, because when it was recorded, back then, the richest man on earth was Bill Gates. For the time being, we can use the expression, for the time being, it is Elon Musk. Who knows? Someday, somebody else will become the richest man, right? Okay. How many people does McDonald's employ?
1.8 million people.
Okay, McDonald's is a name of the company with S. You should not think of it as a plural. Some people will misunderstand. They will say McDonald's is plural, then why are we using does? Okay. How many people does McDonald's employ? McDonald's is a company, singular. So that's why how many people does McDonald's employ? They employ. When we answer, we can say they employ. We can say they employ. We can say that. Okay, we can. Because companies can be used as plural as well. Okay, or we can say it employs. Both ways are correct. It employs 1.8 million people. It employs. Here, you are learning a new verb in sentence number 8. When you look at sentence number 8, you learn a new verb. What is that verb? You have not used this verb in the course before. What is that verb in sentence number 8? What's the verb? Employ is the verb, right? With Y. And employ means naukri dena. I will not employ you, right? Like that. I will not hire you. But when it comes, rozgar dena, then it is employ, and hire, kisi ko hire kar lena, naukri dena. There is slight difference, hire and employ, right? They're similar. If you hire someone, you employ them. When you employ them, you hire them. Okay. Yeah. What is 46% of our rubbish?
46% is food waste.
It's food waste. And what is 27%?
It is paper and plastic.
When देखो दिक्कत मुझे क्या लगती है ना, जब तुम लोग अपना नॉलेज को अप्लाई कर लेते हो तो मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस रहता है कि बाहर में भी अप्लाई करोगे. बात समझ में आ रही है दोस्तों? एक तोते से तुम कभी उम्मीद नहीं रखते कि वो कॉन्वर्सेशन करेगा. क्यों नहीं रखते? तुम्हें पता है वो जितना सीखा है उतना ही बोलता है, उसमें कुछ ऐड नहीं कर सकता वो. You know the nature of the parrot. So when a student shows the ability to use the knowledge that I have given, then you feel confident about that student. But when a student answers the question correctly in the text, but cannot take that knowledge and apply it elsewhere, then you do not feel very confident about that student's growth, improvement, because people will not talk to you about these things. People will have different conversations with you. But you have to apply the knowledge that you are gaining from this class there. And that's why I was a bit disappointed when I asked whose was the longest marriage. Right now you guys are answering very well. 46% is food waste and 27% is paper and plastic. Very good. I hope you guys will be able to have this kind of conversation outside as well, outside the class. When and where did the world's biggest meteor fall? It fell in Africa, the world's biggest meteor. And when was that? 80 or 18?
80, sir.
80,000 years ago. Is lightning hotter or colder than the sun?
Lightning is hotter than the sun. 20,000 degrees.
When you heard that line that this fell 80,000 years ago, 80,000, okay, 80,000. Did you accept it easily or you had this fear, this confusion? कौन देखा था 80,000 साल पहले? कैसे पता चला कि 80,000 था, 90,000 नहीं था, 70,000 नहीं था? Did you have this question in your mind? भाई साहब और बहन लोग बताओ, मुझे जल्दी जवाब दो. Afreen, Nikhil, Srishti, Sameer, all of you answer. When you hear that 80,000 years ago, तो आपके जहन में ये आया? Did you have this thought in your mind? How did they know कि 80,000 साल पहले कौन था देखने वाला यहाँ? किसने बताया आपको कि 80,000 साल था पहले आया था? ये 70,000 नहीं था, 90,000 नहीं था, ये कैसे पता चला? ये ख्याल आया था, इसका जवाब भी था आपके पास. ख्याल भी नहीं आया, जवाब तो दूर की बात है. What's true about you? Afrin. Afrin, don't be quiet. Answer. Nikhil.
Scientific is just we have carbon elements like radioactive.
Nikhil, are you using the headphones? Are you using a microphone?
Yes, sir.
कितनी बार कहा है माइक्रोफोन से ना बात करो? तुम बोल रहे हो अपने मन के लिए, हम लोग को समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या बोल रहे हो. Remove the microphone. Talk through the microphone of the mic. Sorry, of the mobile phone. Don't use an external mic. Now speak.
Yes, sir.
ख्याल आया था कि 80,000 कैसे डिसाइड हुआ, या ख्याल नहीं आया था? ख्याल आया तो जवाब भी आया कि सिर्फ ख्याल आया?
Is better, sir.
या
Sir, we can
my
get
question is very simple. My question is simple. I don't want another answer. For answer my question. Did you have this thought कि 80,000 कैसे आया? Did you know about it already कि कैसे वो 80,000 साल पता करते हैं? जवाब ये है कि सर मुझे ये पता था, मुझे ये ख्याल आया. ये डिटेल नहीं देने का, क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता, वो सब नहीं पूछना.
नो सर, ये मतलब पता है कि मतलब जैसे रिसर्च जो वैज्ञानिक करते हैं ना, कार्बन रेडियो मतलब कोबाल्ट से ये सब से उससे आयु की पता चलती है.
चलो ठीक है, खत्म करो बात. सृष्टि, समीर, आफरीन, आंसर द क्वेश्चन. ये ख्याल तुम्हारे दिमाग में आया कि 80,000 साल पहले कौन था जो देखने गया? वो 70,000 साल क्यों नहीं है, 90,000 साल क्यों नहीं है? यस आफरीन.
It's I don't think, sir, but it's
सुन लो
called
मेरी बात अच्छे, मेरी बात सुन लो अच्छे से. एक लर्नर को क्यूरियस होना जरूरी है, हाँ या ना?
yes.
यस.
क्यूरियोसिटी को किल करके लर्निंग की जा सकती है?
नहीं.
क्यूरियोसिटी को छोड़ करके लर्निंग की जा सकती है? लर्निंग का पहला रीजन क्या है? क्यूरियोसिटी. मन में ख्याल आता है, क्वेश्चन आता है, तो फिर उसका सवाल ढूंढा, आंसर ढूंढा जाता है, राइट? सवाल ही ना पैदा हो तो फिर कोई आंसर की जरूरत है? तो 80,000 साल पहले कोई था देखने वाला? आप थे? कोई रिकॉर्ड है हमारे पास 80,000 साल पहले से? तो कैसे पता है वो 80,000 साल पहले था? 70 नहीं, 90 नहीं, 10 आगे पीछे क्यों नहीं? 85 क्यों नहीं? 95 क्यों नहीं? 80 क्यों? 75 क्यों नहीं? 85 क्यों नहीं? 80 क्यों? तो जब ये सब सवाल आपको बॉदर नहीं करते तो आप कोई ज्यादा सीखने की तरफ आगे नहीं बढ़ पाओगे दोस्तों. क्यूरियोसिटी लाओ. And Nikhil, you know a little bit, that's good. Try to know more clearly about how they do these things, okay? Not astrologers. Astrologer अलग है, astronomers. Scientists बोल लो. हाँ.
They do carbon rating of that place. In that carbon rating, they found microorganisms that died yet or
There are two methods: carbon dating and radioactive material, the presence of radioactive material, and they calculate the age of anything according to that thing. Okay, so these are the two methods that they employ. Yeah. Okay, is lightning hotter or colder than the sun? Srishti beta, you have not said anything. Is everything all right? Srishti?
Sir, I haven't watched this recording.
Okay. Is lightning hotter or colder than the sun, guys? Hotter than the sun. Lightning is hotter than the sun. 20,000 degrees. Which animals are becoming extinct?
Elephant,
Like rhino.
tiger, an elephant.
Okay. Listen, I asked you to do something. I asked you to write down all the statistics, all the numbers that you hear, so that you can tell me later on about each of this story. Okay. Each of these statistics in detail. But I don't think you guys are ready for that. Please do it again. Please listen to the audio file, write down the statistics because it's very interesting now. What do you remember about the first one? All the information from the first line. 116 people get married every minute. Every minute, not minutes. You guys need to be careful. You need to be very careful with this S sound. S kahin bhi lag jata hai, kahin bhi chhoot jata hai. Nahi kar sakta था. Every minute. Yes. 116 people get married every year, every minute. Now, tell me more. What do you remember from the audio? What extra information did you have? The longest marriage was Qataris and Karamchands. They got married in 1925. They celebrated their 90th anniversary in 2015. 6 weeks later, Karamchand died. So this is what you should tell me as all the detailed information. Number two, what extra information do you have? You have the numbers written. Use the numbers and tell me. I know you can't do it at the moment because you haven't done enough for that. You know, in order to do this task, you need to spend half an hour at home. Listen to the audio, stop the audio, repeat what you heard, say it in your own words sometimes, you know, and then you'll be able to do it in the class as well. Number three, what's the extra information? So 10,000 planes fly every minute above the earth, but the planes are not the only thing that are flying above the earth. There are a lot of satellites as well that are going around the earth. Actually, there are total 1,047 or 71. I don't remember the number. That's why I said, put down the numbers. I don't want you to burden yourself with the numbers. Write down the numbers while you're listening so that you don't have to remember the numbers. Just you need to remember the information, what those numbers refer to. In number four, 48 million people make phone calls every minute. A surprising statistic is, in this world, more people have mobile phones than toilets. So this is what I wanted you to do, guys. Of course, you're not prepared, are you? Because Srishti said she hasn't listened. Afrin, you don't seem to be prepared either. You know, Samir is not regular at all. So what can I expect from him? Vocabulary and speaking, describing people. Okay, because we are learning the present continuous, it's a good idea to learn how to talk about people's appearance. We are going to listen to 4 descriptions. Okay, let's listen. 10.12.
Describing people. 1.
She looks happy. She's smiling.
It's a cold day, so she's wearing a warm red scarf and hat and long black boots.
She's wearing long red scarf. She's wearing long red scarf. Present continuous because अभी पहने हुए है. ये permanent नहीं है. अभी temporary की बात है. So she is wearing. ये एक difficult verb है to learn in the present continuous. क्योंकि लोग सोचते हैं पहन रही है. लोग सोचते हैं शी इज वेयरिंग मतलब वो पहन रही है, क्योंकि रही है करके बोलते हैं ना, रहा है रही है, लेकिन ये हिंदी होगी पहने हुए है। शी इज वेयरिंग ए लॉन्ग रेड स्कार्फ एंड बूट्स।
Walking in the snow.
शी इज वॉकिंग इन द स्नो। शी इज वॉकिंग इन द स्नो, यहाँ बोलेंगे वो चल रही है, बर्फ पे चल रही है। So of course we are, this is the description of the person in C. Let's listen to the next.
2. He's got a dark beard and
He's got a dark beard. He's got a dark beard. So when it comes to these things, look at the list too. Long hair, short hair, watch, beard, eyes. You know, we use the verb get. Have, actually, we should say have. You have long hair, you have short hair, you have curly hair, you have a watch, you have a beard, you have blue eyes, you have brown eyes. So this is how people describe, people's looks in terms of eyes and hair and some accessories. So he has a dark beard. How many people have a dark beard here? A has a dark beard. G has a dark beard. H does not have a dark beard. The man in picture H has a beard, but his beard is not dark beard. He has a brown beard. Correct, guys? The person in G has a dark beard. Can you see his beard is dark? The person in A has dark beard, has a dark beard. His beard is dark, black. But the person in H, his beard is brown. So he's got a dark beard. Beard, we pronounce it beard. I have a bad habit of pronouncing beard. Okay, so I need to change it. I need to pronounce it beard.
he's wearing a cap and
He's wearing a cap. He's wearing a cap. Now it is very clear, because the man in A is not wearing a cap. The man in G is wearing a cap.
sunglasses.
And sunglasses. He is wearing a cap and sunglasses. Yes, he's wearing sunglasses as well. So this is G.
But I don't know why. It's not.
But I don't know why. The man says, but I don't know why he is wearing sunglasses. But I don't know why. Because it isn't a
Not a
very,
very
sunny day.
sunny day.
Normally, people wear sunglasses when it is a sunny day. And the man giving the description says, but I don't know why he is wearing sunglasses. It isn't a very sunny day. Tell me, what could be the reason he is wearing sunglasses? It isn't a sunny day, but he is still wearing sunglasses. What could be the reason? He partied all night. Okay, please come in. He partied all night. Okay, and what else could be the reason?
He wanted to see without.
He wanted to? ऐसे सवाल में ना सबसे ज्यादा मजा आता है क्लास में, और सबसे ज्यादा बोर भी होते हैं हम. If a class is interesting, they give very interesting answers, because I'm asking something that there isn't a one answer, different people, different answers. And in some classes where people don't have imagination, you get bored because nobody says anything. Maybe somebody punched him in his eye and he's trying to hide that injury, right? That's what I was talking about. Yes. So why did you speak, Nikhil? Why did you have to write it? I will not read. You have to speak, Nikhil. Okay, any is used in positive sentences or negative sentences, Nikhil?
Yes, sir.
बार बार बोलूंगा. नॉलेज एक चीज होती है, पढ़ के नॉलेज लेना, उसके बाद उसको भूल जाना, अप्लाई नहीं करना, उसमें एक्सपर्ट्स हैं हम लोग. निखिल, एनी कहाँ यूज करते हैं? नेगेटिव में, पॉजिटिव में, क्वेश्चन में कहाँ यूज करते हैं एनी?
I do not remember, but any.
Other people can answer the difference between some and any. You studied that?
Question
Yes.
and negative sentence.
Yes, a question
In
indicating
question.
any and some
So you
positive.
wrote he wanted to see anywhere. ये कैसा sentence है? He wanted to see anywhere. It's a positive sentence, ना? Why is it anywhere? Change it into somewhere. He wanted to see somewhere. He wanted to look in some direction. But he didn't want people to know about it. He didn't want people to. Sometimes you wear sunglasses because nobody knows where you're looking. You wear sunglasses because nobody knows where you are looking. Some people wear sunglasses at night because they don't want people to know where they're looking. If I wear my sunglasses and I'm in the room, you won't know where I'm looking. I will look in any direction I want and you won't know. Okay, let's move on.
Three.
He's not very tall. His friend's much taller. He's wearing
He's not very tall. His friend is much taller. He's not very tall. His friend is much taller. So see, you use be verb to describe looks, pretty, good looking, handsome, and height and age, tall, isn't very tall, young, old, be verb. Okay, he isn't very tall. His friend is much taller.
shorts and trainers and carrying a
He's wearing shorts and trainers. Shorts, like I'm wearing shorts, okay, white shorts. And trainers. Trainers are these shoes that, you do sports in them, So these shoes are called trainers. Sports shoes are called trainers. He's wearing shorts and trainers.
ball. I think
he's-
it's a basketball.
Okay. He's holding a ball. It's a basketball. So D or E? D or F? Who?
D.
Whose
The D.
description was that? D, because the description said he isn't very tall. His friend is much taller. Okay.
4.
She's really pretty. She's
She is really pretty. She is pretty. Okay. And
got beautiful long red hair.
she's got beautiful long red hair.
And I think she's in love. She looks very happy.
Who is this? B or H?
H.
She's got long red hair, right? She's got long red hair. The girl in B has got long blonde hair, not red hair. And the girl in H has got long red hair. Okay, fine. So there is no homework. I just taught you these things and I'll continue tomorrow. Okay. I will be here at 6:25, 6:20, guys. Okay, because I'm going jogging these days. So I started today actually. So I'm gonna be here at 6:20, 6:25. Be regular, please. See ya.